Great afternoon, family. This is your girl, Cash Millions from Maryland. I just wanted to pop on here and make this quick video while it's fresh in my mind. So, you see my topic, the phone is not the boogeyman. Now, what I'm about to talk about may not even apply to you. And if it doesn't, yay, that is super fantastic. If it does apply to you, don't be offended. Don't beat yourself up. Just take in what I'm saying. Think about it, absorb it, and guess what? You can make some changes. You can change it, okay? So, the phone is not the boogeyman. We got a lot of people walking around with these really expensive phones. And I just want to know why you're paying all this money for a phone that you're afraid to use. And why? Why are you so scared of the phone? The phone is not the boogeyman. The boogeyman actually is an imaginary character in your mind. The phone is an imaginary character. It is not the phone that is stopping you from being successful. It is not the phone that is stopping you from calling people. It is not the phone that is stopping you from making money. It is that boogeyman, that imaginary character in your mind that has convinced you, don't pick up that phone. If you pick up that phone, you're going to hear the word no. If you pick up that phone, you're going to be rejected. If you pick up that phone, people are going to say you crazy. They're going to tell you that you're just a dreamer. That's a good thing. That's not negative. They're going to say you just chasing money. You just chasing a dream. That stuff don't really work. All this stuff that the boogeyman is telling you that is keeping you from picking up that phone that you're paying all that money for. Pick that phone up. See, because if you in network marketing, you got to think about why you're here in the first place. Why you're here in the first place. I'm sure, I am certain that nobody is here just because they had trouble meeting people. They need some more friends. You ain't here to make friends. You ain't here to just meet people or just be sociable. I'm sure that some of you have been around for years, and that ain't the reason you're here. You're here because you want a better way to make some money. You're here because you want an additional stream of income other than what you already have, whether it's your job, another business, or whatever. You're here because you want to make money. So if you're in network marketing and you want to make money, you got to first understand that network marketing is about people. The money that you want to make is in the hands of people. And the only way that you're going to get that money to exchange from their hand to yours is to talk to them. Now, right now, we're not meeting face-to-face as much as we used to because of the pandemic, but one monkey don't stop no show. We go back to the way we was back in the day when we didn't have all this social media sites and, the deal. What did we do? We talked to people face-to-face. Kneecap to kneecap, sitting at the table in the coffee cafe. Remember that coffee shop interviews? Yeah, that's what we did. That's what we did. We talked to people as we went about our day and met people face to face, whether it was in the stores or at a gathering or a happy hour or whatever, wherever we went, we talked to people. Well, now we're not going many places, so now we're relying more on social media. We're relying more on our phones. A lot of you are just hiding behind social media because you're still not picking up that phone. But even if you meet people on social media, guess what? You got to do? You got to follow up. You got to follow up. At some point, if you want to do business with this person or you want this person to do business with you as your customer, at some point, you've got to have a conversation with them. So if you're not meeting kneecap to kneecap, face to face, then what are you doing? The phone. The phone. Stop being scared to pick up the phone. It's something that I told my team a few years ago, and it really stuck. And it's the truth, the absolute truth. This is how you got to think about it when you get ready to pick up that phone. And trust me, I've been there, still do sometimes. We all have been there. We all have moments where we like, I got to make these calls. I got to call these people. I don't know what they're going to say, but I don't even feel like hearing it. But it's part of what you got to do. You are a network marketer. You want their money, you got to talk to them, honey. So this is what I said to my team. Because we actually had a member that stood up in the room and asked the question. He said, I'm really liking this network marketing thing, but I'm just having one problem. Like, you know, I call people, I may make 5 to 10 calls, and all of them tell me no. Okay, so that was discouraging him and making it even harder for him to pick up the phone again and make those calls. And he wanted to know what to do about that, how to overcome that. So this is what I said to him. This is how you need to think about it. When you get ready to make them calls, you got to really talk to yourself and tell yourself, all right, I'm going to make these calls. And you know what? I'm going to call these people. And they may say yes, or they may say no. But they will never be able to say, I didn't tell them so. And that is the absolute truth. Because if you got something good, if you got something worthy of talking about, worthy of having, which I'm sure if you're promoting it, you believe, if you got a product or service that you're promoting, then hopefully you should believe that that product or that service walks on water, as the famous Daryl Keck would say. Yes, you got to make your product or service walk on water. This is it. This is the best thing that ever happened. You got to check this out. Okay? So, I lost my train of thought. Obviously, you believe you got something good, right? So, you got to let people know what you're doing. Oh, I know where I was going with it. So, if you have something that is that good, believe me, other people in your organization are going to be talking about it. And it's a small world, because guess what else they're going to do? They're going to meet some people who know you. They might even meet some people who are related to you. Yeah. Because a lot of the people that we're scared to talk to is our family and friends. I'm part of the NFL club. No friends left. No family left. Because they done went to them so many times. But don't tell them. Don't tell them. But I guarantee you, if your product or your service is good, as if it's really that good, somebody, somewhere, someday is going to run into them, and they're going to open their mouth. They're going to unzip their lips and open their mouth, and they are going to tell them. I don't know if you guys ever experienced this, but I have. I have. Years ago, I was with another company, and we had this big presentation going on, where the founder was coming to town, and he was going to meet and talk with everybody. He was going to meet with people that come one-on-one, and we got to get people here in front of him, right? So I spent some years living in Pennsylvania, and I met a lot of people. I had a lot of connections in Pennsylvania. And there was this one particular guy that was on my list. And every time I looked at his name, I was like, I ain't calling him. I ain't even going to waste my time. Because I know good and well he is not going to come all the way to Baltimore to a seminar just to see a presentation. He ain't coming. And I know it. So ain't no need in me wasting my time calling him. And I skipped over his name. And I did that a few times. Every time I went through my list and I saw his name, I said the same thing to myself about him. And I didn't call. I called him a couple times, didn't get no answer, but I didn't keep calling. I just didn't think it was worth it. It's a waste of time. So the day of the presentation comes. I walk in the room and I go to sit down. And I hear, hello, Cassandra. And I looked. If you could have saw the look on my face, you would have thought I saw a ghost. I probably turned Snow White. Because right on the row in front of me was that man. Yes, he came from Pennsylvania to Baltimore to see this presentation, to hear this seminar. And not only did he come, he brought a friend. Because somebody else took the time to call and invite him. So he was there, but he was not there as my guest. He was someone else's guest. That was a hurt piece, y'all. And you want to know what hurt even more? Not only did he come to the presentation, he signed up. And so did his friend. Hurt piece, okay? Been there, done that. So, yes, they may tell you no. And then there's another situation where somebody ended up purchasing product as a customer, and then found out that I do it. I think they saw one of my videos one day or one of my posts or something, and they called me up and was like, I did not know that you were involved with this company. I did not know. I knew you were out there doing something, selling something. I knew you were in network marketing, but I did not know that this is what you were doing, because I hadn't talked to that person in a very long time. But they ran into somebody who was selling the same thing I was selling, and they became their customer. And then they saw my post or video about the same product, and they was like, what? And picked up the phone and was like, Cassandra, I didn't know this was what you was doing. I wish I would have known. I just bought some of that from this guy, and I didn't even know the person that sold them. But that person talked to him, told him all about it, made it walk on water. And they became their customer. Yes, they did. So I'm just saying, they may tell you yes, and they may tell you no. But don't ever let them be able to tell you that you did not tell them so. Okay? And it happens. It happens way too often. Not just to me. It's happened to a whole lot of us. So don't be scared of your phone. The phone is not the boogeyman. Not only do you need to call pick up the phone and call people to let them know what you're doing, to let them know about this amazing product that you have that is helping so many people. And not only do you want to let them know about it because it's something that maybe it would help them and that's somebody that you like and care about, but you also got to pick up that phone to do follow-ups after you get the yes. Because let me tell you about another situation that just happened yesterday. So some of us are part of the Juice Track group. Some of us have been doing the shout outs and working this system that way. I actually just started, I think a week ago, with the Juice Chat. I just started yesterday with the shout outs program. It's a system. You know, because there's so many different ways to market your business. And you're not doing big business if you're only marketing one way. That's just the raw facts. But I started yesterday with that, the shout outs. So my leader said, you know, if you just do a minimum of 5 people a day, just send 5 texts out a day. And you do that every day, even if you only do it for 5 days a week, at the end of the week, you got 25 texts. Now, you know the law of numbers. You know that if you contact 25 people, especially if you speak to 25 people, not all 25 are going to say no. You might get a whole lot of no's, but depending on what your numbers, you know, are, your averages are, at least 1 or 2 or 3, and you might even really get blessed and it be 5 or 6. But we know for a fact that if you speak to 25 people and let them know what you got, and what you got is really that good, at least one person is going to see that that's a good product and they need to get it. You're going to get somebody to say yes. So yesterday I started, and it took me hours, I ain't kidding you, to get it all together and understand what I was doing and how the system was working and what to use and what not and what scripts. So I decided I'm going to do the texting, and I'm going to use the script, but I'm going to tweak the script. I'm going to do it, you know, make it work. So I got all my information together and I did it. And I said, I'm not doing no 5. I've been studying Napoleon Hill, you know, who studied under Andrew Carnegie, the 17 principles of success. I know about going the extra mile. I'm going to do more than 5. I did 12. I sent out 12 texts. And out of those 12 texts, in a very short time, I want to say within 1 hour, but maybe a little bit longer, but in a very short time, I got 3 responses from those 12 texts. The first 2 responses was like, sure, I can do that. And mind you, I am not asking them to buy anything. I'm just asking them to do one thing for me. One thing. Post this post that I give you on your wall to help me get the word out about what it is I do. You know, so your friends can see what it is that I have to offer. That's all I'm asking you to do. I ain't asking you to buy nothing, but would you just post this on your wall for me? Sent them a post and a pic. So 2 of them was like, sure. Because see, the first thing their mind focus on is, she not asking me to buy nothing. I don't have to buy nothing. Oh yeah, I can do that. I can post that on my wall. Oh sure, no problem. I'll do that. So there's my first 2 responses. There he is. The third one was hesitant. Didn't particularly want to put it on his wall. Well, why don't you post it and tag me, and then I'll share it. no, that's not what I need you to do. I really need you to post it on your wall. But if you can't do that, no worries, no hard feelings, no problem, I understand. But that's what I really need here. And I went on and sent the post with the pic as I typed in my response that I really need you to post this on your wall. They looked at it, and in about 5 minutes or less, they was like, hey, okay, how much does this cost? I'll support you. I will buy from you. Okay, so you don't want to put it on your wall, but you're going to become my customer. Okay, we can work with that. And so they asked me about, how they would pay for it and how they would receive it. We went back and forth with a couple of different ways, and I sent them my information, and I don't hear nothing else. So this afternoon, I'm like, okay, I've got to reach back out, because they had already told me, yes, they want to buy. I sent them how to pay, and ain't no money can't do that. So you don't want to let that get too cold, because people get all excited initially when they see something. And I'm sure some of you ladies, can relate to that. How many times if you saw a dress or an outfit in the store that you just had to have, or a piece of jewelry. I know somebody, a friend of mine, just posted about that last week, about jewelry they bought in another country, just had to have it. And they ain't wore it yet, and that was years ago. But anyway, we get all excited about something when we first see it. But as time goes on, that warm feeling starts to cool off. So I can't let too much time go by. I got a yes here. So I sent him a message. Now, this guy's a bishop. I sent him a message. And I said, happy Tuesday, Bishop. I'm preparing some packages to go to the post office. And I just wanted to check in with you to see if you are ready to have your order mailed out. Text me right back. You never sent me the payment information. I'm like, okay. I know I sent it. I'm looking at it right now in my phone as I'm speaking to him. It's there. I sent it. But I didn't go back and forth with him about that. You know what I said? I typed back. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry you didn't receive it. Let me send it again right now. Sent it again. Text me back again. I don't see it. Did you send it? Yeah, I sent it. I don't see it. I don't know why it's not coming through. So I took a screenshot. Sent the screenshot. Now the screenshot shows the payment information as well. I screenshotted where I sent it to him, texted it to him. So he sent me a message back again and said, I see the screenshot, I see your keyboard and everything, but I still don't see the payment information. So I said, He said, I don't know why this is happening. You're sending it to this text thread, right? Yeah, I am. So then I go to his Facebook page, message him on Messenger, send it in there. While I'm posting it in there, ding, my phone goes off. Oh, I see it now. Okay. And in about 10 minutes, the money was sent. Do you think that I would have got that money? Do you think that I would have got that $100 order if I had not called him back? If I had not picked up that phone and made that follow-up? No. He didn't contact me all day to tell me he didn't receive the message. He didn't contact me all day to say, hey, I'm waiting for your payment information. What is it? No. Had I not reached back out, I still wouldn't have that $100 order. But now I have $100. So it's a numbers game, just like we've always known. Bill Britt taught it to us, years ago from A.L. Williams, and from Amway. It's a numbers game. So I reached out to 12. I got 3 responses. And out of all 3 of those responses came something positive. But one of them became a customer. And I made $100 from sending out 12 texts yesterday. Had I not sent out those 12 text messages yesterday, would I have $100 today? No. Gotta pick up that phone. The phone is not the boogeyman. I've been saying for a long time, I pay all this money for this phone. It's time for this phone to start paying me. But it can't pay you if you don't use it. And it ain't the boogeyman. The boogeyman is in your imagination, convincing you not to touch that phone. Convincing you not to call this person and that person because they're going to say this and they're going to say that. It's all in your mind. What you need to do is feed your mind what it is you want to hear. And get excited about calling these people. You know what? I got this list of 10 people. Let me call these 10 people because I know they want to hear from me. And I know they need what I got. I know they're just waiting for somebody to give them the solution to their problem. Let me be the problem solver for my friend or for this person. Because it could be a prospect that's not necessarily a friend, but they gave you their number because they got a problem. You're a problem solver. Convince yourself that it's going to be a good outcome. And I promise you, some of those 10 people are going to say no. But I also promise you that it's very unlikely that all 10 of them are going to say no. And even if only one says yes, that's one yes that you didn't have before. That one yes can bring you $100 or more. So that is my message for today, and I truly hope that it helps somebody. I'm sure it's not anything that you never heard before, but sometimes we got to keep hearing stuff, and sometimes we just need to be reminded. Sometimes we go through things and we just need to be encouraged. And I hope that it has encouraged somebody to realize that you are paying all this money for a phone you're scared to use. I hope it has encouraged somebody to realize that the phone is not the boogeyman. The boogeyman is in your imagination and you can kick him out. He ain't paying no rent. He ain't paying no bills. It's time to evict him today. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday on purpose. I love each and every one of you. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.